Through internal collaboration and record-setting community engagement, we've seized on opportunities and tackled challenges over the past 12 months. Here are just a few highlights from each of our 10 departments. The administration team led 2 of our major city goals, with a focus on financial sustainability and tackling our pension debt and furthering the city's climate action goals, including pursuing a community choice energy program. Using grants and local revenue measure funds, the city acquired Waddell Ranch Open Space, adding 154 acres to the Irish Hills Natural Reserve. Volunteers can now apply for advisory bodies online, and social media channels help the city reach more citizens. The city streamlined IT processes, replaced outdated technology, and collaborated with the county to use its data center as a disaster recovery facility for city systems. The city attorney's office advised the city clerk and council on complex procedural and legal requirements for a special election. It also negotiated a handful of multi-party agreements, including one with Union Pacific Railroad and the Air Pollution Control District to fund a compressor to reduce emissions and noise of idling trains, and a stakeholder agreement for the groundwater basin area. The attorney's office advised on many major land, housing, and economic development projects, defended challenges to development approvals, and negotiated settlements of other potentially high-exposure personal injury or dangerous condition cases. The attorney's office importantly advocated for the coalition of cities before the CPUC in support of the joint proposal settlement regarding the Diablo Canyon power plant closure. The City Council endorsed community development's new priorities for code enforcement focused on safe housing and increased penalties for violations. Working with the Creative Vision team, it also recommended an update to the city's downtown concept plan to guide future development and public improvements. There were major milestones toward entitlements for San Luis Ranch and Avila Ranch, public improvements for Rigetti Ranch and West Creek, and building permits issued for Toscano and 22 Choro. Plus, the public can now search property information online with the launch of the InfoSlow portal. Finance led the development of the 2017-19 financial plan, including record community participation during the process to determine major city goals and allocate the city's budget. As part of our fiscal health response plan to tackle rising pension costs, Finance identified several cost-saving areas, including debt refinancing, early payments to CalPERS for required contributions, and investment management. The Motion project is now underway, which will replace the 10-year-old software that currently supports our business services. The fire department deployed city firefighters to devastating wildfires across California and Oregon while maintaining local service. It also consolidated its fleet across stations, purchasing 1 new ladder truck rather than 2 new vehicles. The move saves $600,000 and provides sustainable ladder truck service in the event another truck or engine is being repaired. In addition, the fire department partnered with the county for a new and quicker medical dispatch protocol, improving response times. Combined with the PulsePoint smartphone app, high-performance CPR, AEDs in the community, and an investment in advanced life support, SLO is poised to be a leader in out-of-hospital cardiac care. Human Resources drafted the first HR strategic plan with action plans for 2017-18 and 2018-19. Fewer staffers were injured on the job, reducing workers' compensation claims by 10% with help from the 30 in 3 campaign. The campaign aims to reduce claims by 30% over 3 years. 35 positions were filled, half by current employees who, through training and development, took on new positions. And HR assessed the ADA accessibility and compliance of the city's policy, programs, public buildings, right-of-way, parks, and open space. Collaborating with Public Works, Parks and Rec celebrated the grand opening of the remodeled and ADA-accessible Sinsheimer Playground, designed based on community feedback, including kids. The park includes a zipline and sliding turf, replacing a 1993 design. Parks and Rec installed 11 new kiosks in city's open space that have educational information about trails, hiking etiquette and safety, wildlife, and local plant life. The City Council funded the Parks and Recreation Element Update and Master Plan for the 2017-19 financial plan. The project will address current and future needs for parks, recreation facilities, programs, and services. To enhance staffing and patrol duties, police department officers now work with the same sergeant for each shift. 2 police education series, called Peace and Pact, brought diverse community members together with the police department to address social issues, educate and understand one another. And a new records management system, law forms, pushed the department toward a more paperless system for efficiency and accountability. Volunteers, school kids, and urban forest staff replaced 16 drought-stricken trees at Laguna Lake on Arbor Day. Los Osos Valley and Madonna Roads went through major work for the first time in nearly a decade, including bike lane and ADA curb ramp upgrades, and full reconstruction of Madonna Road between LOVR and Ocean Air. Slow Transit replaced 3 older buses with new modern ones, with video infotainment systems and Wi-Fi. There are new water bottle filling stations at City Hall to align with a new policy to eliminate single-use plastic water bottles. So far, 8,000 bottles have been saved. And new grass at the Damon Garcia Fields will reduce maintenance and better withstand increased play. Standardized water meters and more accurate testing are saving water and energy while increasing conservation awareness. Utilities developed a program to ensure compliance with all regulatory requirements and promote the culture of safety. Advised by the City Attorney's Office, utilities work through complex public works bids, contracts, and the procurement process to complete 60% of the design and 95% of the construction documents for the Water Resource Recovery Facility Project, or WRF. The city was approved to receive low-interest financing for the wharf, saving millions of dollars on interest payments over the life of the debt. And based on state legislation, and with help from the City Attorney's Office, the city formed a groundwater sustainability agency to collaboratively manage groundwater supplies throughout the San Luis Obispo Valley groundwater basin. This will help ensure long-term sustainability of one of the sources of the city's diverse water supply portfolio. 10 departments, 392 employees, and 1 city government, helping our community thrive 365 days a year. We're looking forward to a new year of service in 2018.